3, 2, 1. Stop.
Omhoog, mama. Erop. Ja. Woe!
3, 2, 1.
A lot of people get pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is a painful disorder where the pancreas gets inflamed mysteriously most of the time. You end up at the hospital and you got this problem with your pancreas. You're either vomiting or you're in massive pain, and the doctor might give you a diagnosis of pancreatitis. So let's talk about that a little bit right now. I'm going to take out the stomach here. Right behind the stomach, as you can see right here, the pancreas going across, okay? And even though the stomach has the pancreas going across like that, really the pancreas is angled a little bit more higher up that way versus going straight across, but that's your pancreas, okay? Now what happens is pancreas problems can already be developing. Somebody could have a weakened pancreas already. They're going through their life with a weakened pancreas. Could be for any reason. For one, could have a virus inside their pancreas living in there for a very long time. There's many viruses that actually get into the pancreas and cause a problem. Another one could be food poisoning. They might have had a food-borne illness at one point that got into the pancreas and injured it for a little while and weakened it. So they're moving along, they recovered, but they have a weakened pancreas, okay? That's a problem all in its own. Another thing is other bacteria, not just food-borne bacteria, other bacteria can affect the pancreas. Either way, the pancreas can have problems, or an old injury. If someone had a sports injury or any kind of other injury like a car accident, they can eventually get a sensitive pancreas because it was jostled or hit hard at one point and it got mild inflammation because it's now in more of a weakened state as time goes on. Either way, over time, the pancreas starts to get sensitive. So when we eat a lot of different food, here's a nice big turkey drumstick right now. And turkey's really high in fat. Or if someone's having pork and sausage and bacon and lots of eggs and butter and everything else, what happens is it puts more stress on the pancreas. And we can end up where the pancreas actually goes into temporary failure for the moment. And then when it does that, it goes into shock and we end up with pancreatitis where it's trying to recover. Because when we do really, really high fats, here's some lobster and here's some butter, here's some steak. If we do really high fat, the pancreas goes on under enormous stress. It has to produce pancreatic acids. So that's an important thing to know to help break down the fat. So when we eat too much fat, it puts a load on the pancreas. So a lot of people end up at the ER on the same night they went and they had pulled pork, or they went and they ate a ham somewhere, or they had a rich meal, or they had turkey Thanksgiving. More people end up with pancreatitis on Thanksgiving Day than any other day out there. So there's a reason for that. Already there was a weakened pancreas in a weakened state, and this became the straw that broke the camel's back. The food became the straw that broke the camel's back. It happened to be very rich food, very rich meals, and that really rich food, rich meals pushed the pancreas over the edge, an already weakened pancreas that someone's living with along the way. And then when the pancreas is weak like that, it produces more insulin because it has to produce more insulin to keep up with the demands of all the fats that we're eating and all the fat combinations. When we combine fats and sugars together, the pancreas gets overloaded, it gets more weakened over time, and eventually it's that one Thanksgiving meal, that one drumstick, that one breakfast with bacon and ham, that one lobster tail with extra butter, that one double cheeseburger that pushes the pancreas over the edge, and now we got pancreatitis.